Hey, if you're a creator or an expert, you know the grind, right? You pour everything you have into creating amazing content. But let me ask you, are you building a library for your audience, or are you accidentally building a labyrinth? Today, we're going to talk about how to stop scattering your genius and start guiding your audience on a real journey that builds trust and commitment.
So, think about this for a second. All your incredible videos, your posts, all that effort you put into building an audience, it all points to that one single precious link in your bio. But have you ever really thought about what happens after they click? Is that link a doorway to all your amazing knowledge, or is it, kind of where the journey just stops?
Let's be real and just call it what it is, a content graveyard. We pour our heart and soul into our work, but that link in bio so often leads to a place where our best stuff is just scattered, disconnected, buried. And you're not just burying your content, you're burying your authority right along with it. And this right here perfectly shows that disconnect. Over on one side, you've got your genius, all that valuable expertise you've built up. But on the other side, what does the user get? Usually it's either a messy list of buttons or, even worse, a static sales page that immediately asks for their money before you've even had a chance to build any real trust. That whiplash experience, it kills engagement on the spot. And this chaos, it has real consequences. It completely shatters the momentum you worked so hard to build on social media. It wears away at the trust your audience has in you, and it means your most valuable knowledge isn't being monetized the way it should be. Honestly, your expertise just deserves a better home than that.
But what if there was a totally different way to do this? What if you could turn that single click not into a dead end, but into the start of an incredible, immersive journey right into the heart of everything you know? This is the answer to all that chaos. It's called guided discovery, and it's a really simple but incredibly powerful idea. It's about strategically presenting your expertise, not as a random pile of links, but as a clear path that actually invites your audience to explore, to learn, and to build genuine trust with you along the way. And what this does is it completely changes the role of your audience. They go from being just a passive consumer who clicks and then bounces to being an active explorer. They're leaning in, they're engaging with your work because you've invited them on a journey, not just shoved a transaction in their face.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty great, doesn't it? But the big question is, how do you actually do it? How do you take this amazing philosophy and turn it into a real, tangible thing for your brand? Well, this is exactly where Scoutabout comes in. We built it from the ground up to be the platform for guided discovery. It's designed to help you finally transform all that scattered expertise into the beautiful interactive journeys your audience has been craving. Now, Scoutabout isn't just one single thing. Think of it as your complete toolkit. So let's break down the 3 core tools that all work together to turn your knowledge into a real, scalable, and profitable asset for your brand. First things first, we have got to fix that broken link in bio. The entire journey hinges on that very first click, so we need to make that entry point powerful. And that's where Connect Cards come in. This is your new gateway. It completely transforms your link in bio from that cluttered, generic list into a focused, premium, and beautiful first impression. You get to guide your audience exactly where you want them to go, while still keeping all your other important links just a tap away. Okay, so once they're through that beautiful gateway, your audience needs a place where they can really dig in and explore. They need a definitive canvas for all your expertise. And that is what our About pages are all about. Seriously, forget static blog posts or boring PDFs. An About page is an interactive, rich media canvas where your knowledge truly comes to life. You can blend text, video, events, even maps, all into one definitive, trusted home for your best work. All right, now for what is maybe the most crucial step of all, turning all of that amazing engagement into an asset that you actually own. Because let's face it, you can't build a sustainable business on rented land like social media. That is the whole job of our owned audience builder. You can embed simple, discrete sign-up forms right inside your beautiful About pages. This lets you seamlessly turn those engaged, active explorers into loyal email subscribers. You're no longer just borrowing their attention. You are building the single most valuable asset for your brand. You know, this whole thing really comes down to one fundamental shift in your mindset. It's about this. Stop just selling products and start guiding journeys. When you focus on guiding that journey, the trust, the loyalty, and the sales, they all follow naturally. Look, your expertise is brilliant. It's valuable, and it really deserves a home that reflects that. So the only question left is, are you ready to stop building a content graveyard and finally start building your most valuable asset?